It's recording.
Okay. Yo, I'm Desire One.
I'm Desire One.
Yo, I'm the Top of the Pop.
And this is Captain Ariel here.
Yo, I'm Desire One.
Desire One.
Yo, I'm the Top of the Pop.
This is Captain Ariel. You watching?
Captain Ariel, this is the brutal speech. I'm Desire One.
Desire One.
Yo, I'm the Top of the Pop.
This is Captain Ariel, and you're watching Rude Speech.
So if you tired of podcasts where you not getting the truth and they not hitting on the topics that you want, then you better come over to Rude Speech. If you tired of podcasts that's not going to get down to the meats and potatoes, then you need to come to Rude Speech Vidcast. Alright, we got some shit. Y'all made this up. Use that. Right like this.
It's easy to sum it up when you just talk about practice. We sitting here, I'm supposed to be the franchise player, and we're in here talking about practice. I mean, listen, we talking about practice. Not a game. We talking about practice. Not a game. Not the game that I go out there and die for and play every game like it's my last. Not the game. We're talking about practice, man. I mean, how silly is that? And we're talking about practice.
Black Roll.
Best believe that I'm top 3. The only thing is I'm not 2 and I'm not 3. Put me anywhere other than one that is not me. It's beef, we strut a nigga block, that's chopped cheese. No peace, the butterfly sting him, that's Ali. You reach, I teach him with the handle, that's Kyrie. Machines you hook like a Roman, that's IV. You a sheep, I'ma go, it's a difference, so watch me. You weak, all hooks, no punches, so block these. They mock me, I just show them how it goes. Try to stomach this thug life. They brain got the nose, bandana on the grip. All heads coming out the foe, connected from Cali to New York, niggas, so let it go. Made for this. Nigga, I eat bars and drink flows, thinking you woke into your third eye peephole. Line for line, this shit too easy. It's like a free throw. Mastered the game too early. This bitch a cheat code. It ain't a game. These niggas lame. State bring a shame. If I'm with an officer, it's a number in his name. We ain't the same. You want the easy pass? Tell him change his lane. Shit, I've been through the fire. You can't stand the rain. Take an aim. Tell him runner he can try his best. Drive a car named after me. That's why I'm in the vet. Lamping these niggas once again, and I ain't break a sweat. Number one at everything I do. That's why I'm one west. The Lord is not the God of the dead, so when I die, coming back for my spot, so forever I'm top 3. Just tell him to watch this janitor with the mop stick. You gonna need a defensive lineman to block this. On point when I bomb shit, 10 for 10, I do not miss. I'm barking with a full bulldog, it is not mixed. They can see that my mind's sick. I don't write, I find shit. I don't like it, then I switch. If I touch it, it's diamond. Tell a bitch that I'm God sent. It ain't because my kicks is built like 5'6", 5'7" is my bitch. Dangerous, high risk. I lose it, get another one. You think I'm talking about a girl? I'm talking about another gun. You hear now? Hey, look, it is what it is now. We don't fuck with the house niggas. We burn the crib now. I'm ahead now. And I hope they can hear now. I don't care if you think it's it, nigga. I don't fear clown. Silence just make it sound like raindrop. That's a quiet storm. Get the job done in the view and get fired on. If you niggas standing for nothing, what you dying for? If you put real with real, that's how I was born. Walking this bitch ready for war. I'm in riot form. I want these niggas to see me flex. That's why I am armed. I shouldn't live in the crib, nigga. I should buy a farm to go through this shit so effortless. Best believe that I'm top 3. Only thing is I'm not 2 and I'm not 3. Best believe that I'm top 3. Only thing is I'm not 2 and I'm not 3. Best believe that I'm top 3. Only thing is I'm not 2 and I'm not 3.
Hey, I'm just following orders. Let me get one of those slow motion pictures, bro.
going on, y'all?
Hey, Shalom Latin Christ.
All right, who we got in here?
Hey, we got nobody.
Yeah.
We've been away for so daggone long. They forgot about us.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So.
Hey, is Robert Carr in the building? Isaiah War in the building. What he said, oh, we ain't even do our intro like we usually do. Go ahead.
We're the only ones in here.
Right?
We'll wait till some more people get in here, but
Word. Hey, Barack Wanai in the building. Hey. That's right, Barack Wanai, we back. It's Rooting Speech season 3. That's right. You know what I mean? A lot of stuff has been on since the last time he's on. We had the Passover, the 53rd annual Passover. We tore that up down in Cocoa Beach, Florida. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that video came out today.
Yeah, it did.
Matter of fact, yeah.
Yeah, make sure y'all go to ISUPK headquarters online. You know what I mean? Go to those and y'all check out that video. It's like 30 minutes.
I wasn't in the video this year.
Nah. I wasn't.
They ain't getting no pictures of me. No video, none.
That's because you was working, sir.
I'm like, man, I ain't getting no.
You want some wine? You good? You need some water?
I was like, I didn't even get like. I got a little bit. I was on like I think I was on the video for like 2 seconds when they said, the Hebrew Academy instructors, but
right.
That was about it.
God.
It's like that like the last couple of years though.
Word.
Because I'm always in the back, making sure everybody got, their drinks and stuff.
That's right. Make sure we got libations.
Yeah. So, but it was all good. You know what I'm saying? It's good like for everybody else to, get their shine or whatever.
That's right.
But ultimately, the main thing is just, the Lord getting His glory and.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Christ getting His glory.
God.
And really, that's all it's about. And then the end of the day.
Come on, God.
You know what I'm saying? But the video was dope.
Yeah.
It's a lot. We got other videos that came out too, leading up to this one. But just overall, it was a good event. Everybody popped out, and you know what I'm saying, just big up to everybody who was, you know what I'm saying, holding it down as far as making sure that everybody had a good time. And it's really just about really working. Like really, like the Passover for me is just, just serving the people. You know what I'm saying? For me, it's more so, yeah, I want to hang out and chill and drink like everybody else, but for the most part, it's just really about making sure everybody else is good because that's where you'll really get the good satisfaction from. So, but once all that's over, you know what I'm saying, then you can blend off in the crowd too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm all for that, but so that was cool.
That's right. Yeah. After that, and I was drinking.
Yeah.
After we finished giving y'all the drinks and making sure y'all had waters and sodas and twisted teas.
Here, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the grape juice inside the cooler too.
Yeah.
So maybe if it's colder, you know what I mean? Maybe people will drink it more because it's warm, so nobody really want to drink warm juice.
Right.
So I'm just put it in there. Maybe we could put it in pitchers or something like that.
Yeah.
Just make it like cold.
Yeah.
Like Kool-Aid or something. And then see if that, because it really is good grape juice.
Right.
Because it's the kosher kind. So it really is a good brand. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to be like Welch's grape. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But it's going to be like real grape juice.
It was some good grape juice. Hey, they popping out. Hey, Salagish, Shalom Lord in Christ, Shabar Azakia. Who else we got up in here? Mapariah, Yahawada, Napash, Kaya, Yam Yama. Hey, we jumping around. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's right. Everybody up in there. Yeah, that's right. Where the usuals at? We got 7 folks watching and 4 likes.
All right. So how about this, right? If y'all can get the likes up for us and give it 7.
That's right.
I get because the more you go. I guess our algorithm, send this out to a couple more people. But
right.
But yeah. So I'm pretty sure everybody know by now, you know what I'm saying? Like the whole thing with Kevin Samuels and everything.
Yeah, he gone.
And then Kevin Samuels, you know what I'm saying? He passed away last night.
Lord be with him.
I think they said he was with a broad or something like that in the hotel room. And he ended up they said he fell on the girl.
Oh, damn.
So I don't know if he was having sex with her and then fell over, killed over.
Damn. Well, how he died?
Remember in Malcolm X? Remember
On
that's how
top of me?
Yeah, that's yeah.
Salakia.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know if that's exactly how he passed away or whatever, but
Right.
at the same time, like there's people that's online, a lot of women online, the hoes that's online are, you know, the hoes that are online are celebrating.
You think? Yeah.
Yeah.
I ain't been watching. When I found out about it, I think I saw one of the brothers. He was like, you know, we in Israel, we don't celebrate the death of our brothers. You know what I mean? I don't see no reason to just be like, yeah, man, he dead, man. Like ding dong, Kevin Samuels is dead. Like, you know what I mean? Nah, man, like that's ill.
Yeah, the
what I
hoes,
mean?
man. The hoes,
The
man.
hoes is happy, huh?
Yeah, they happy because I mean, at the same time, he was still, you know, telling them like he was still telling them like how it is. Like, you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like, of course, he was coming from like an American standpoint.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? As far as like the philosophy that he was using.
Come
Because
on.
you know, he was talking about being married and all that other kind of stuff, you know what I'm saying? Through Esau, but at the same time, he was like letting women know what they needed to hear, you know what I'm saying? At the same time. But
I mean,
in no way am I saying that what he was saying was right. But I'm just saying the part where he was, you know, pissing a lot of women off. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And so a lot of women like hated him for that.
Right. Well, shoot, you know what I mean? They needed to hear from the general anyway, you know what I'm saying? They don't need to hear from Kevin Samuels. They need to hear from General Mahayaman, the way he break it down and tell these women, you know what I mean?
But see, this is the thing too, you know what I'm saying? Like,
hey,
and, you know, this is the thing too, you know what I'm saying? Like when you this is the thing too, you know, like the scriptures say, man, you ain't supposed to, you know what I'm saying, rejoice over somebody's death. You know what I'm saying? Even if it is your enemy, you know what I'm saying? And that's what a lot of women were doing. They were like putting like, they even went in there, they was putting like laughing emojis and, you know, all kinds of stuff on there, you know what I'm saying? While he was, you know, because he was dead or whatever. So that was crazy.
come on.
You all right? You all right back there, man?
I'm gonna slide this over. We got a visitor up in the building. You know what I'm saying?
You on the job.
Let me get that job.
So I couldn't handle liquor.
It's a lot, sir. You did.
Well, man, get right, man. I'm in the middle of I'm trying to make a point. Yeah,
We got A's, Robert Carr in the building too. You know what I
trying to
mean?
make a point. Yeah.
Get the brothers up
You
here.
break it down, Kevin said.
Yeah, let's break it down.
You say celebrate the brother.
Make sure you're on cameras, all right?
I mean, you don't really want to know that niggas should be celebrated.
Zoom out. Yeah, zoom out.
Him passing away.
Right. Yeah, you're not supposed to celebrate, you know what I'm saying, when somebody passed away.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because, you know what I'm saying, that person, you what you should be, you know, blessed, you know, saying like happy with is the fact that you're still alive, you know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
But yeah, it was a lot of people that was out there, man. They was, you know, celebrating, like, you know what I mean? The Lord, you know, and that's the thing is like, the Lord don't play around, man. Right. He was after all the hoes, man, and now the hoes is glorifying him, glorifying in his death. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Salaki, sir, if I may, a precinct officer, Hawar wants to know, was he a switch hitter?
I don't know, but he probably was. You know, anybody in here, yeah. I mean, you could definitely, you know, put the, you know, you can definitely, you know, surmise that that's probably what was going on. You know what I'm saying? Of course, because he ain't in here, so
right,
I mean, you're susceptible to do anything.
Was he a toe stepper? Was he a fence jumper? Was he a side stepper?
But I tell you what, though, a lot of black women hated him, boy.
Yeah,
they didn't like Kevin Samuels, boy.
I was up with, shout out to Captain Azania.
Right.
I'm up there with Captain Azania. And he put it on TV. His rate was like, "Oh man, I hate this nigga." I'm like, "Who this?" She's like, "You never." This was like 2 months ago. We never heard of Kellen, whatever his name was. I don't know what his name was. And
I'm sorry, Salaki. Let me see the Henny.
Oh yeah, so we watched like 2 or 3 episodes, and like he was just showing me who he was, and I'm like, "Who is this guy? And why he talking?" And that little pendulum thing. I was watching the pendulum thing the whole time. You know what I mean? But what he was saying, I guess he was cutting the women, true. You know what I'm saying? But it wasn't the truth.
Nah.
Right. It was like he was more from like American. Right. It was from an American perspective, like
Yeah.
getting married, you know, your dress size,
Yeah, what's the dress size?
yeah,
Right.
weight, and all that kind of stuff.
And he had two
and the-
divorces. You know what I mean? So it's like, how can you really get, like, if you done crashed your car 5 times, don't ever tell me how to drive. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
come on, bro. Like, you, like, as far as America standards, you failed twice.
Right.
You know what it was? Okay, this the part I got, right? The part what I got from, like, I used to watch his videos a lot when I first got a wind of it and whatever. What he would do was, and you know, y'all can get me right on this, man. Like
Okay.
this what I would see that he would do. He would cut down those bras who thought they was hot shit.
Absolutely.
Right.
Like those ones, you know what I'm saying, that would call up thinking that they was hot, and he would show them that they wasn't hot.
Right.
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 And I think that a lot of times in our society, in this society in America, we puff up bum bitches
Mm-hmm.
who think that they're hot when they're not. You know
Shit
what I'm
like that,
saying?
shit like that, shit like that, shit like that, shit.
Right.
You want to say something? Slagia.
Khan. And if I may, like what the brother did was, like you said, he kind of cut them down and brought them back to reality. At the same time, he was kind of like superficial with it though. You know what I mean? Like, it's, to me, like, I just don't think that the brother should have made it about her dress size or how she looked
Right.
versus her ideologies, versus her decision making. He should have made more of an emphasis on that. But you know, like you said, he wasn't in the truth.
If I
Shit like that, shit like that, shit like that.
could, see,
Oh, Salakia, my bad.
damn. Let me ask you a question. Is that not what rap niggas doing? Rap niggas be like, I get a bum bitch kick, I get a bad bitch and kick her out the next night.
Right.
Or the same night. Like, rap niggas is doing the same thing. If that's the case, they bringing bitches down to what they think bitches should be.
Right.
Pimp niggas is doing it. What's the difference between him and a pimp? Smack a bitch, smack a hoe, and you know what I mean, go ahead, get in that room and you know what I mean, make us some money, baby. You feel what I'm saying? Like, what's the difference between him and a rap nigga or a pimp nigga?
But okay, if I may, okay, this is what I like. This is what I did like. You know what I'm saying? But this is one of the things that he always would hone in on. Right? The women would call in there because most women today that was calling into his show was saying that they want a high value man.
Right.
And a lot of, and he was getting to the meat of the mentality of the women today in 2022, 2021.
Right.
And women, and not saying, I'm talking about women that are in the world.
Right.
What they don't want the 9 to 5 nigga. They don't want the average plumber. They don't want a plumber. They don't want an electrician. They don't want a HVAC dude or nothing like that. They want
Teacher.
a nigga that got the bag.
Right.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And anything that's less than the nigga that got the bag, like anything less than a scammer, what else? Give me some. A
Drug
scammer,
dealer.
drug dealer,
Yeah.
rapper,
Right.
entertainer, actor, whatever, then they would look at us like we trash.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then he would hone in on that to tell you, like, look, you basic.
How much
Right.
you make a
Right.
year?
What
You know
you
what I'm saying?
bringing?
Yeah, like, yeah, how many kids you got? You got
Right.
3 kids talking about you want a
Can you
nigga
cook?
with the bag?
Can you
Right.
clean?
What's your dress?
How much
But-
do you make
but-
a year?
That's
You know
a
what I
fact.
mean?
Yeah, so that
And if I may though, but where do they get that mindset from?
Right.
America.
Mhm.
Christian church.
Right. So that mindset comes from the media and
Right.
what they portray, that love and hip hop. You know, like, oh, you don't got this, so I can't date you. Like, and a lot of our women, they live off of memes.
Mm-hmm.
They live off of social media memes.
relationship goals.
Relationship goals, just an LA boy. A lot of those posts that don't mean nothing, but it creates an ideology in our women because a lot of them don't have an idea what a man is. Their father's in jail.
Right.
Right.
So they know how to attack our woman. They puff up our woman and they tear us down.
Mm-hmm.
Because that monster of a woman is old.
Shit like that, shit like
You know what I'm saying? That monster of a woman comes from Willie Lynch. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? The independent woman,
He bringing
And-
out bonds now.
Salakia, the independent woman, and having, you know what I'm saying, having her be more powerful than a man. You know what I'm saying? So if that's the case, you want a man that's as powerful or more powerful to make her submit. if she's able to be, I mean, submitted in her mind. You feel what I'm saying?
And if I may, but that don't make them submit.
It don't.
It don't make them submit. What women look for nowadays, they look for a man with power so they can get power.
Right, but exactly. But the nigga that's in the streets, he's gonna make her submit because he make the whole block submit.
What's that last part you said? You said we said a woman what?
A woman only wants a man with power so she can have power.
Ain't that what we do with the white man?
Yeah.
Like we want to marry him so we can get power.
Good night.
Right.
That's right.
Nice job.
That's crazy, man. That's
Right.
crazy. Like we the same. You know, as a people, we the same as that woman. They're trying, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like that woman is like, if a woman wants power, right?
Right.
How does she get it? She focuses on seduction, right? So it's like we oh man, I don't want to flip it too much, but
Go ahead,
You gotta
son.
go in there, Robert Green.
yeah, I don't want to flip it. But we you know, we make sure our hair is nice. We make sure, you know what I'm saying, we go make sure we going to the gym, we working out, make sure that we, you know what I'm saying, like we look desirable to this man or whatever, you know what I'm saying, and we try to marry into his power vicariously, like, you know, women did throughout history. You know what I'm saying? Like what you're saying is like totally right. Like that's what our women do, is like they just focus now on seduction without having any brains behind it. It's like, you know what I'm saying? A woman like, okay, this is what women think in their mind, right? And I'm not talking about nobody in the truth, but what I'm just saying, like women in the world, they think that you're gonna get a nigga with $1 million and he gonna be faithful to you. Right?
Right.
Now, if you get a man with $1 million, you just gotta understand that he's gonna have hoes.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know where they get that from. I don't know if they're getting it
Hoes, heifers, hee-haws, and hula hoops.
Like you said, social media. I think that's crazy. Like you know, you look on like Love and Hip Hop. I don't watch Love and Hip Hop, but you know, I might catch it every now and again.
Mm-hmm.
Love and Hip Hop is like you got two women fighting over the same nigga, and it's like, look, that's both of y'all, man. Right? You get my point? It's like it's so backwards, and what Kevin Samuels did was he was able to bring that conversation to the forefront because, you know, a lot of relationship podcasts popped up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, what's that one called? Where it's like they got the blue light, where all the girls be sitting around.
Right. Oh, yeah. I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Kind of.
Fresh and Fit. Fresh and Fit. Yeah, there's a bunch of podcasts popped up on relationship, and like you know, he was the one who started a lot of that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, but a lot of the hoses is the hoses, man. They definitely you know, are celebrating the fact that he's gone, he's out the way. But they gotta wait till they get a load of us.
Yeah, right.
Right. If you think that Kevin Samuels' message was hard, wait till you hear our message.
Right.
And they gonna be trying to, and then, you know, maybe that ideology might have needed to get moved out the way,
right,
so that the real men of the Lord with the, you know what I mean, the right teaching and you know would have the chance to reign, because a lot of that was getting way up there. He was Kevin Samuels was getting up there.
Yeah.
You know,
well, I mean, you think about it. Oh, so like you go ahead. I was going to say, think about it now. The whole thing about now is this whole abortions thing. You know what I mean? And a lot of these women saying, you can't tell me what to do with my body. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like what we say about the whole subject, you know what I mean, will be way better than anything that Kevin Samuels will bring out about that subject. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So what do you have to say? All right, let's get controversial.
Word.
Let's get it. All right, we here, right?
Let's
This
get it.
rude speech, right?
That's what it is. That's what it is.
But not in knowledge. Let's get controversial.
Rude and speech.
You got something to say about abortion, as society one would say, but Taza, you won.
Mm-hmm.
Get it out now.
That's right.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
right.
What do we have to say about abortion? Because abortion is half the man's baby too.
Right.
Yeah, but you know, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, you got it, sir.
No, go please.
And she opened her leg. So if that's the case, then
I think these women need to make better decisions. You know what I mean? Too many women is out here just laying with whatever they want to, and it's just like, oops, I did it again. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Brittany Spears.
Shout out.
It's like, I'll give you one, man. It's like abortion is the answer to women who can't get over raw dick.
Good God.
You know what I mean?
Dang.
And that's what it is. It's like, you know, because, you know, abortion is an option to right a bad decision.
Shit like that, shit like that, shit like that, shit like that,
You
shit
go
like
kill a
that.
baby, you know, and that was being, you know, that comes from that mindset that a lot of our women have comes from, I mean, billions and billions of dollars of advertisement, you know what I mean? Billions and billions of dollars of, you know, going to the right people, you know, going to the pastors, going to, you know, politicians, you know, all kinds of people that's over top of the Black community to get us to where we at now, where, you know, we wouldn't even think twice about killing our babies. And it's just so crazy because, you know, the oppressor, they're not trying to kill their kids. You know, they're not doing that because, you know, that's why they got them companies like In Vitro and all the different places like that to make them have babies because they want to have babies. And, you know, they trying to keep up with the Mexicans. You know what I'm saying? The Mexicans is just having so many days. They fruitful, man. Yeah, the Mexicans, like, you know, they fruitful in that house, man. They got
Right.
Yeah, they're going right.
You know what I'm saying? She'll have 2 kids in the stroller, a kid right here, carrying a kid. He got one.
Right.
And it's like, they all going to the same crib with other people in there. You know what I'm saying?
Rocking whole princess and quinceanera dresses, whatever they call them, at the laundromat.
Yeah, so they, you know what I mean? And they trying to figure out a way to keep up with that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because they don't want to get bred out. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so they specifically pushed that on us, on our women, so that we kill our kids. Because I think they said if we would have not had as many abortions, we would have had 19 million more people.
Man, good.
Imagine that.
If I could, what we have here is it's indicative of a destroyed nation. You know what I'm saying? Because we can say that our women are destroyed, but we also got to say that our men are destroyed as well. You feel what I'm saying? Because the women, like you said, they laying with men, they having babies with men, but the men is letting them. You know what I'm saying? Or the men is not being strong enough to stop them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So now we got men that ain't.
Get it.
What you got? What you got?
Get up in there.
What you got?
Get up in
I
there.
got a rebuttal for that.
Go ahead.
Because the women have the court system behind them. Right? The woman has the court system to back them though.
If I may.
Not taking no responsibility.
No, but I get you. But from what I know, when I was in the world and dealing with some of these women out here, that actually causes them to have the baby. You know what I mean? Because if they have the baby, I ain't got to work. I ain't got to have you in the house. I can have my own space with you not in it, and I can get paid. You know what I mean? By having a kid. So for that, you know what I mean? Yeah, the government and everything is for them, but sometimes that may cause them to listen. And the only reason why I say this is because I actually know women. Shouts out to West Philly. I know women that be like, you know what? I don't want to work no more. I'd rather just get me a dude, have his baby, and then get child support from him.
Ozzy, Rob Booker, what you saying?
And I'm saying the same thing. So, but this all directs to the broken home.
This all directs to a destroyed nation of people.
Damn right.
Right.
So like that's what we talk. That's what the conversation started from.
Right.
This is all indicative of a destroyed nation. Like what you said is a device. Welfare and government assistance is a device.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? This is a device that they use to destroy black homes.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? Black women and black men.
Right.
You know what I mean? They got so many devices, so many traps or snares that they set for us to fall in. So whether you fall into jail, whether you fall into the streets, whether you fall into a goddamn grave, you know what I'm saying? And
or child support.
And the sister, what I'm coming to, the sister got the whole system, and she could fall into any type of stripping, drug addiction. You could be a crack baby. So it's devices. And if the Lord is with you, then you can surpass those devices. But if not, you're going to be caught in them.
Right.
And you're going to be caught into what's called a destroyed people. So now when people call Keller Sanders, she's already destroyed. She's been with men that destroyed her. She's been with a family, a parent that destroyed her.
And she like, why?
She's been through systems that destroyed her. She's been through school. She's been indoctrinated by college. The man that she with has been indoctrinated by the prison system or the streets or school. So now we've been manipulated. So now she calls him and he's trying to talk to her. And he's further manipulating her. You know what I'm saying? And now what you got is just women and men who's been destroyed. You feel what I'm saying? Nobody's working like that on any other nation besides black people,
Right.
Hispanic people, and Native American, but specifically black people.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? White people don't got to deal with that.
Hey, shouts out to Priest and Officer Award. He said abortion sounds better than what it is. Murder.
Yeah, like Planned Parenthood is just like supposed to be for parents that didn't plan.
God
That's
damn.
what it's
Shout out
that's
for
really-
that.
That's what it's supposed to be for. Right way that you're supposed to plan to have kids, which never works. I've never seen nobody actually plan for a kid and it actually happen.
Yep.
She just come home and say, "Hey, I'm pregnant," and you just be like, "Damn."
Oh shit! He said, "Oh, fuck my life."
Yeah, that's really all it comes out to, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
that's heavy. That's so heavy. Salaki, sir, if I may. Like with General Muhammad, and I've kind of brought this up with the class as well. Like what General Muhammad has said, you know what I mean? We are the humane society. You know what I mean? Like we are being treated like the humane society. The humane society is like, you know what? These cats and dogs, we're going to neuter them because there's no household that is fit to handle the kids that come out of these cats and dogs.
Right. So okay, when they ask a woman, what's the number one reason why a woman say that she had an abortion?
Because I can't afford it.
Right. So if that's the number one reason, then then that's the reason that they should attack.
Right.
If they want to fix the problem, which they really don't, because they act like they're giving you the abortion to fix the problem, but you're not fixing the problem. They're just basically saying that, okay, you're poor, you're oppressed, and it wouldn't make sense for you to bring somebody else in the world, because if you do, they're going to be oppressed and they're going to have a hard life like we making you have.
Right.
So it's like they're not. So their way of fixing the problem is just don't bring nobody else into this bad situation that we got you in.
Come.
Instead of saying, okay, we're going to fix the situation because this is the greatest nation on the earth, so-called, with the richest nation on the earth, so-called. And you know what? And they got money. Look at all the money they sent into Ukraine.
Good night.
Joe Biden is the goddamn president of Ukraine.
Damn right.
And look, Trump actually even said it. I seen a video where Trump said it back when he was campaigning. Trump said that the Democrats was going to use the pandemic as a way to give money to other nations that were poorly ran by the Democratic Party.
Good night.
And that's exactly what he's been doing.
Yeah.
When COVID was here, what they say, it ain't no money. Oh yeah, it ain't no money. Ain't nobody got no money. But they sent $13.6 billion to Ukraine. Plus he gave another $800 million for them, like, to help with resettlement and stuff like that over here in America.
Good night.
Remember they gave $2 billion to the
Afghanistan.
the Afghans. You know what I'm saying? But what happened when the Haitians came here? The Haitians they was on horseback.
They a plane back to Haiti.
Yeah, sending them back to Haiti.
Right.
The oppressors are definitely.
If I could, and it's like, remember you said the problem is they don't have money. And this so happy what y'all bringing out, because so what they try to do is they try to, like you said, fix the problem, and they give them money if they do have the baby. But when they give them money, they break up the family.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So they're like, all right, if you do have this baby, yeah, we gonna give you the money, but you can't be a family. You gotta. It's like present day buck breaking. You feel what I'm saying? Like you can't. If the man is in the house, then you can't get this assistance.
Yeah, and on top of that, and they pushing that black women to be with white men.
Right.
Look at what's her name? Kamala Harris, right? Kamala Harris, got a white man,
right?
You know, and look at Candace Owens, got a white man. Venus Serena got a white man. The goddamn Princess of England, she got a goddamn white man.
Right.
And they showing that black woman, if you want to have a good relationship, you want to have your knight in shining armor, you got to go get a white man. And if you got a baby by a black man, then you need to get rid of it.
Right.
Because
hey, is that like, because you know, you watch a lot of commercials now. Now it seems like all the commercials got a white man with a black woman.
Yeah, that's because that's actual propaganda.
If I could, real quick, and you know it's so woven into the community because the baddest of black women are with the white man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So when you say baddest, my thing is the most susceptible and the most prone to social media. You know what I'm saying? Because they the ones that care about their filters and they the ones that care about how they look on social media. That's what makes them bad because they're conceited. You know what I'm saying? So if they get caught in a social media lifestyle, they're the ones that's caught into white men.
Right. And what you're saying is heavy too, because that's right. The best of us get with the worst of them.
Right.
You had what was it? What's that movie? Monsters Ball.
Kind of
right. You had that movie Monsters Ball with what's her name? Halle Berry. Halle Berry.
We always traumatize.
Halle Berry is considered one of the best of us.
That was so, and he really smashed that.
One of the most finest. Right.
That was a porn show.
Halle Berry was one of the most finest back in the day, you know what I'm saying? Like black people, like it was, you know what I'm saying? It was them, you know what I'm saying? It was Nia Long, it was Jada Pinkett, it was
oh man, throw that
back in the day.
No, back in the day.
Yeah, I'm talking about back in the day.
What you talking about back in the day?
What's it? Shane?
Jason Lyrics.
Yeah. She was bad back in the day. We can't take that from Jada. Yeah, like now y'all looking at Jada Pinkett now.
She killed me, man. Stacey.
Stacey.
Damn, man.
I'm telling. I'm just. My point is to say that back in the day, these women were the fine women of black actresses in Hollywood. They were. We can't take that from them. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you know, they are the best of us. Will get with, you know, a Billy Bob Thornton.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But like they could have easily put her with Tom Cruise or, you know, somebody like that, like one of them white boys that was like, you know, really them A-list white boys. But they're not gonna do that. They're gonna put her with even Taraji P. Henson. They put Taraji P. Henson in that movie where she was dating the white cop. Remember that? Mm-hmm. Where she had the little black boy with the dreads. Yeah. And that was her son. But she was in the movie, the opening scene is Taraji is having sex with a white.
Damn, they got
Billy
Taraji too.
Looking cop. So they take the best of our women and put them with any new white actor that's coming out, and you know, and they had, you know,
it's hard out here for a pimp.
Right. But that just goes to show you, like what you're saying is just like, you know, that's how they do.
You see how she looked in that movie in Hustle and Flow.
Right.
She looked busted. Movie. She was busted in that movie. Mm-hmm. But the movie when she was having sex with the white man, oh man.
Yeah.
It's a 360.
Yeah,
180.
And that's how, you know what I'm saying, it's just, you know, it's a war, man.
Hey, you know what? Kind of Makai and Sis brought up, she said that the agenda 90% of the NBA is married to dating Becky. And you know what? It's crazy because I know y'all seen the draft. The draft just happened not too long ago, the NFL draft. And you've seen it, man. Like, you know, a lot of our brothers are good brothers, man. You know what I mean? What to say? Comely brothers. You know what I'm saying? And they got the ugliest. Like it don't even be like bad Jones, man. It'd be like the ugliest of Becky's, bro.
Yeah.
Like what the freak is happening? This is like a ugly night.
If I could,
ugly as Karen.
I was out in Exton, PA. Mm-hmm. It's like a suburb of Greater Philadelphia.
I know about Exton.
It's about an hour out.
Right.
Chester County is the richest county in Pennsylvania. You know what I mean? So like all the entertainers live in Chester County or Montgomery County, but Chester County is where I was at. I come out the building and it's a brother walking with an Edomite sister. Ugh. Right? So I look,
mayonnaise.
And in my mind, you know, I'm looking at the brother. I'm like, damn, bro, you couldn't find no sister?
God,
so I'm looking at him, but when I'm looking at him, he think I'm looking at his girl.
Get the freak out of here.
So he pulled it tight. I'm like, I ain't thinking in my mind I was looking that hard.
I don't like pancakes.
I felt it, you feel what I'm saying? So when I looked at the brother, and I'm saying he pulled up on his girl, he grabbed the time like this thing.
Yeah, tax time.
Yeah, like this is
tax time.
That's PlayStation 5, guys. PlayStation 5.
And that's the thing, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, and a lot of those brothers, they get they get white women. And of course, the white women, they gonna just kill you. You know what I'm saying? You see all them damn shows on TV where the white women, they go get a goddamn, somebody to, murder you.
No, they put that salami serve. They put that stuff in your food.
Yeah, the white women will kill you. But a lot of men get a white woman because they don't want to battle with a black woman.
Right.
And they don't want to, have to deal with those issues and those problems. So they'll just get like a Becky who they think in their mind ain't going to give them the same kind of problems that a black woman would.
How many white women called Taylor Sanders? What's his name?
Kevin Sanders.
I think maybe a couple.
How many white women called him?
They actually did.
Yeah, some white women called. Yeah, a few. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time,
he talked nice to him and everything.
But yeah, they called in. A few white women called in, but they were calling in more so trying to
justify themselves for being whatever they was.
Well, yeah, like one, I think he kind of shut down this one white woman because she called in trying to act like she was like
all for the brother.
No, she was like a good woman, and the black women needed to learn. You know what I'm saying? Learn a little something.
I
mean, he got on her, of course, but
find that one.
Okay, so would it be the same conversation between white women and black women?
No, because remember, white women, they never been through what we've been through.
Right.
But
and there's no such thing as a strong black woman.
Yeah.
I mean, strong white woman.
So with him and white women and him and black women, was it the same discourse or no?
No, because more so, he was more so trying to focus on black relationships.
Mm-hmm.
Just relationships with black people. So, it was more so trying to get women to shape up because in his mind, black men have, we've took back, that negative stereotype on us. Like black men are back, or we are taking care of our kids. We are around. We are trying to be in our children's lives and trying to be honest working men. But it's the women who are, the ones who they want the niggas with the bag. They want the nigga. They don't want an average man. You know what I'm saying? And that was a lot of like the shows that he did was more so like, showing you like, look, you average. What you mean you don't want an average man? So you can't get a man that make $40,000 a year. You know what I'm saying? Or a man that make $50,000 a year. It's like, a lot of the bros that did call his show, he got like the ratchet bros.
Ace. Hey, Salagi, if I may, sir, just starting Paint just put it in and he said, yes, it was a few. They were always talking down to him. You know what I mean? Then it said mostly white women who called were dissing men.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That was just starting Paint. He's trying to sneak up in here, man. Let's go.
So at the same time, I got to see a lot of his videos and stuff like that because I did. It was entertaining to watch it. You know what I'm saying? Just to kind of get a good look into the mindset of like a woman that's out here in 2022,
right?
2021.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? So like his show was good for that. Just to see what's out there like in the world, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of these women today, they want a nigga from the Migos. You know what I'm saying? They want a nigga that's a rapper or a nigga got the bag.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's why you got all these gold digger prank shows that are doing so good.
And if I may, it got our women hating themselves. Meaning most of our women now, they feel as though they can go get a BBL.
Good night.
And post themselves on Instagram and catch a celebrity.
Right.
That's what they got our women doing. Right. They got our women trying to fish for celebrities.
Right.
Yeah, and remember that you're gonna get old.
Yeah.
You're gonna get older, you know what I'm saying? Now you're gonna be a grandma with tattoos on your face.
And a bubble yum booty.
You know what I'm saying? A big old butt. You know what I'm saying?
And little legs.
Right. Yeah. And
your legs gonna look like a Q-tip.
And when I'm 60, that might not be so bad, but that's beside the point. My point is to say this, that, you're going to get older. You know what I'm saying? We live that culture, live early, live, what's that? Die young.
Yeah.
Live, die, what's it? You only live once.
Yeah.
Live hard, die young, or how it go?
Is live and leave a good looking corpse. You know what I'm saying? Live hard and leave a good looking corpse.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like the longer we live, then the more fucked up life gets for us.
But what we should learn, what we should learn from the death of Kevin Samuels is this, man, is that life ain't promised, man. You know what I'm saying? So you want to always do what you can do to be on the right side of the Most High.
That's
what I'm saying, and doing the work. Because it ain't no age limit on anything, man. You know what I'm saying? Like the Lord is taking brothers like that.
That's
you know what I'm saying? So you definitely want to be in the Lord's good graces, man.
Right.
Get that time. You know what I'm saying? Like I remember, what was it when I was reading about Hezekiah, man, King Hezekiah, man. You know, because of the things that he did, the Lord added 15 years onto his life. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, you know, you never know what the Lord might have, man. And the things that you do, the Lord might add some time onto your life, man. And because ultimately that's what it's really all about, man. It's just really just being here to just see your family grow, your daughters, you know, grow up to be, you know, adults, you know what I'm saying? Seeing your son grow up to be an adult, have kids, being able to enjoy your grandkids. Like that's what life really is about. It's not about getting the bag. It's not about, you know, us coming at each other and beefing or ops or none of that, man. It's about getting old, man. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what life is about, man. Being able to be here with your brothers, your sisters, and being able to enjoy life, man. And that's what you should learn. You know, like now it's like to a point where, you know, we see people die now and we don't learn nothing from it. You know, like, you know, we all, that's what you're supposed to learn from. You're supposed to learn from the dead. Yeah. When somebody died, you're supposed to learn from that. Like, okay, what would he had it done different? Right. And I always ask myself that question, like when I see a person that might have passed away at like 40 something or you know 30 something or 20 something, and then I ask myself like, what would they say if you knew that you was going to die in 3 years? Right. Like what would you do differently? You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
And if I may, a lot of that has to deal with the Christian church though, because they'll put wings on the most demonic person. You understand? Like they'll make the most wicked person seem like they was great once they dead. They'll talk the most shit about them when they're alive. Right. But the minute they die, this person croaked out and said, I believed in Jesus before I died.
Yo! Let me tell you something.
Nah, he right. Nah, he on to something. Yeah, he right.
Come on!
Yo, because they put wings on fucking young dog.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
And they put wings on them and say right before they left. Okay, so like if my grandmother
shit like that, shit like
last month. And if my family watching, I love y'all, right? But my Aunt Debbie get up there and say, yeah, right before she passed away, she told me I accept Jesus as my Lord and Savior. Right. And that was just to please we didn't even have it in the church. We had it at the funeral home. Shout out to my pops. We had it at the funeral home because we didn't want to go to the church. Right. But they brought the whole philosophy of church in there with them. So my Aunt Debbie and my cousin Mike, they top of the church. So they're like, yeah, well, right before she left, she said to me, I accept Jesus and Christ as my Lord and Savior. You know what I'm saying? And then it was like, so we know that she's going to heaven. I'm like, what? And then at the end of the screen, he was like, I was just talking to my cousin. He like, yeah, you know, smoking a vape. Right at the end of the service, he was like, thank you, Jesus. I'm like,
you know what?
Who the fuck is this? Who the fuck is this?
That's crazy.
Right.
You an actor right now. This is you perpetrating a fraud.
Right.
You frauding. You know what I'm saying? Like, first of all, my grandmother didn't say that before she passed. And you were frauding. So right now, Christianity... Salaki, I'm about to go on the whole rant.
Yeah, man, you better make me go on a rant.
Let's go.
Let me say something. Salaki.
No, but you see, that's like that's how it goes. You know what I'm saying? And like you being in the truth is like you got to suffer that. You know, you just got to suffer the fact like that they don't know, and that's why it makes it such of a big thing. You know, when being in the truth, it's like, you know, because you see the world through the Lord's perspective. So from being though you got that gift to see the world from that perspective, with like remember Solomon said when he said with great wisdom is much sorrow. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta be around there to suffer that. You know what I'm saying? You got to go to these funerals and you got to suffer seeing and hearing, listening to them talk all that nonsense and praying for everybody and all that dumb crap, you know what I'm saying? But you suffering it because, you know, you're a man of God and you love your family, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, I was there, you know what I'm saying? I went to my uncle's funeral and it was the same thing. So, you know, I get it, you know, and just like now that we touching on the pastors or whatever, I wanted to read this thing, right? I wanted to read this real quick. I didn't want to miss out on this, but all right, so y'all know the pastor that we have upstairs.
Right.
Right. So we got a pastor that's upstairs now. it was a sister that came into the front of the building, and she saw that the pastor, she saw that his
government,
his name was on the outside. How we got like the pictures and stuff like that, and like like the businesses that are in this building or whatever. So she
yes,
was like,
we know about you.
So she was like, yeah, she was like Tolbert Gwynn. She was like, you don't know about him? And I was like, nah. And she was like, he's in this building? And I was like, yeah, he upstairs or whatever. And she was like, oh, she was like, you don't know about Tolbert? I'm like, nah. She was like, yo, he be molesting kids.
Oh,
and I was like, word, you know what I'm saying? I was like, word. So she was like, yeah. I was like, what are you in there? Like the sex offender database? And she was like, because this cat, remember, he been down here a few times.
Right.
So she was like,
we ran him out of here.
So she was like, yeah. She was like, all you gotta do is Google his name. You should be able to find him or whatever. And I went on there and I Googled it. I Googled his name, and then this is what came up. It said, Pastor 59 sentenced to home confinement for groping 2 young male parishioners.
What?
Wilmington, Delaware. A 59-year-old pastor was sentenced today to 3 months of home confinement.
59-year-old?
Yeah.
59-year-old was sentenced to house arrest.
This was in 2006.
That's what I said.
So it said, today for 3 months for home confinement for groping a teenage boy and a young man who were parishioners at his church.
And if I could, and it's homosexual.
Right. In November, Tolbert L. Gwynn, pastor of Wilmington Church of Christ in Penny Hill, pleaded guilty to 2 counts of third-degree unlawful sexual contact.
He pled guilty.
Right. And he's upstairs with a whole church. Superior Court Judge William C. Carpenter Jr. today also required Gwynn to register as a sex offender and to put him on probation for a year. According to county police, a 16-year-old man and a younger boy spent the night at Gwynn's Newcastle home in February 2005. While the younger boy was showering, police said that the 16-year-old was awakened by Gwynn, who began to hug him. Gwynn also grabbed the teen's genitals as he was getting out of bed, police said.
Oh, my God.
In a separate incident, the pastor groped the 25-year-old during the Bible study. In court, Gwynn's attorney, Eugene Moore, said his client is in the process of leaving the ministry when his successor is named at the church. And he did, and then he got a new church upstairs.
If I could.
This mother sucker.
If I could.
What, it went off?
No, you swap.
If I could. So it's a 16-year-old, they call him a man.
No, well, it's a 16-year-old and a 25-year-old.
So a 16-year-old and a 25-year-old. So the 16-year-old, he groped him getting out the shower.
No, the 60-year-old, he woke him out of bed. It said he was it says while the younger boy was showering, police said the 16-year-old was awakened by Gwynn.
So it's the younger boy that was showering, and he
oh, okay, right. It was the younger boy that was showering.
And it was so younger boy was showering at his house.
We going blaze on that dude.
He groped the 16-year-old.
We going upstairs.
Then he had another altercation with a 25-year-old.
Fuck that.
Right.
So now.
So the younger boy was showering, but the 16-year-old was awakened by Gwynn, who began to hug him. Gwynn also grabbed the teen's genitals as he was getting out of bed.
Got a gun in the
Now, if I could, this person feels powerful because he's a pastor. He feels like the Lord is with him because he's a pastor. He feels like, you know what I'm saying, like this right here, like this is what the Lord want me to do. Now, like we were just talking about earlier, if you go back to the days of Greece, child molestation and child pedophilia, and even the word that means adolescent pedophilia, it's to start with an E, right? That word, that is a statue of power. Anybody that will molest children that meant something. You know what I mean? So like I remember that. So it was called Prison Break. Mm-hmm. And the boy was holding his pocket. You know what I'm saying? He was like, hold my pocket. You know what I'm saying? Like, to hold my pocket. That's how they would
Certain like dominant.
Right. Conor McConnell.
Right. So now when you a pastor or a preacher, it's almost like a rite of passage. You know what I'm saying? Because you have to do what's been done. Like you serve the men that come before you. And if you a pastor or a preacher, that's what the men that came before you did. So you follow a line of child molesters, a line of rapists, and a line of pedophiles. You know what I'm saying? And so when you become one of these men that's on Google and your name is associated with this, it's crazy because you would run to a pastor for protection.
Right, because you would consider him as a positive person and a God-fearing man and all that good stuff.
Right. So it makes this crime that much more heinous because you run to a man that you think is going to protect you and he molests you. He grab your balls.
Good night.
You feel what I'm saying? And grope you in places that no man should touch. Salakia.
And if I may,
Got Terry Crews.
what they also do is they plot on your wives too. Your wife will go to your pastor for counsel for your relationship issues.
Miss Parker.
And
Right.
He put a rod all the way down her throat.
He definitely putting a rod down her throat. He putting a rod all in her. And that baby might not even be yours, brother.
Good night.
It's your pastor's. So, brothers, get your babies tested.
Damn.
Yeah, so
Salakia.
you know, and I just wanted to, you know what I'm saying, and, you know, and that's why I wanted to, you know what I'm saying, just bring that out just to show you that, like, you know, I didn't know, you know, who, you know, we was around, you know what I'm saying, like, you know what I'm saying, 'cause we've been here for some years now. We've been here about 3 years now, because I seen a video where we had did a thing out there, open mic outside this room right here, when it wasn't, you know what I'm saying, when we didn't have that part over there, and that was about three years ago. So, you know, we've been here for that time, and you know, I never thought anything like this, and you know, I'm sure that, you know, his you know, constituents upstairs, you know, they probably don't know about this, but at the same time, even if they did know about it, they wouldn't stop
They don't
going to
care.
his school anyway. They wouldn't stop going upstairs and going to his church.
We gonna go up there.
They may. We need to put that sign inside the elevator.
Yeah, like this brother is a pedophile, pedophiliac.
That's defamation of character.
Yeah.
So even though it's on Google, I mean, you could advise people to go on Google, and know who they following. But for you to do something like that would be defamation.
But you know what? You know what's crazy though? So
But of course, like what he's saying is right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
of course, I'm dealing with the general and the captain and the general
Right.
now to figure out, you know what I'm saying,
How to handle
it,
that
of course.
Yeah, like, so you,
Because I was going, Salaki, if I may, sir.
yeah, you always want to be professional with how you do. Like at the end of the day, that's a brother. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
So at the end of the day, you always want you want to be professional with how you deal with a situation.
Right.
So like, yeah, you care about your people. Yeah, you care if they go upstairs and learn from a pedophile. That's true. You know what I'm saying? But that means you just got to do your work more.
Harder.
You know what I'm saying? We got to be outside more. We got to be in class more. You know what I'm saying? Because when that overflow comes from or into his church, instead of you putting a sign outside, we could just be outside. You know what I'm saying? That way defamation of character is verbal and it's not written, because he could take that flyer down, take it to court, we done. You know what I'm saying? So if you say something, all right, look, listen, says I advise you to come. You know what I mean? Come learn in a place where you're gonna get real scripture breakdown.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Real work of the Lord.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because if you like, look, the sister came and told him to Google that brother, you could give her the same word of mouth. Listen, Google the brother that you about to go see, and then Google ISUBK and tell me which evil you know what I'm saying you think is the less of evil. Because when the man persecutes you for evil, you should rejoice. But if a man persecutes you for child molestation, I don't think you should rejoice then.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? That's real evil.
Kind of one kind.
All right, bet. I'll take that. You know what I'm saying? That's culture. The root word is culture. You got your own style, your own swag.
That's right.
But you a child molester. There's no way around that.
And kind of, if I may, sir, it's like if I may, you know, there was a situation when I was in Christian church. There was a brother that actually was pulled for. He was actually put in jail for child molestation, and the church was backing him. You see what I'm saying? And you got to understand. Sometimes they look at it as that's the woe. Like,
right.
You know what I mean? He's doing the will of the Lord, and you know that's the world coming up against him. So he probably already got it upstairs to where it's like, listen, man, they coming against me because I'm bringing out, you know, the gospel and all this other type stuff, and everybody want to say that I'm this and I'm that.
Right.
You know what I mean? So we don't know sometimes that even us coming up against and saying something, he might even get more people to follow him based off of us You know what I mean? Stepping in there.
Exactly. And that's
one of a kind.
so you wind up serving the. Sorry if I could. You wind up serving the devil.
Right.
Because now you
Right.
working
For
against him. You feel what I'm saying? And in that case, you know what I'm saying, you dealing with Israel. They love the temptation. So like, the easy thing to them is just go upstairs and just sit down and
then figure it out for themselves.
But coming down here is hard.
Right. That's right.
Coming down here is difficult. It's a task. You gotta come down here. You gotta sit with all these masculine brothers with headpieces, all black boots, fringes. It's not the same. You feel what I'm saying? Like, all right, bet I'll go upstairs. I'll deal with the child molester. All he wants is a couple dollars.
Right.
I'll get him off me. You feel what I'm saying? But these brothers down here, it's a whole nother story.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Shout out to Princess by God. Yeah, I mean, said the realest nigga you know is here. It's finally here.
Oh my God. Good night. Shout out to Gas.
You became Zariah Love is in the building. Yeah, I mean, we're gonna drop a block. Sorry, I still be fucking it up. Good night. Zaria Love is in the building. Good night. Hey, you was at the Passover and you ain't come holler at us.
I'm about to go live on.
Word.
But,
hey, Shalom and Lord in Christ says. These are my sisters. I love these sisters.
That's what a lot of followers say.
That's right.
Salak, if I may.
You got it.
Like,
she said, Isaiah, well, good night. I'm going to get it. I'm going to get it, Zaria. I promise you.
The thing that
I had a lot of Henny in me.
Like, we could talk about the problems all day, right? But the solution is to come into the ISUPK.
That's right. Damn right. Let me drop a bomb for that right
there. And it sounds so cliche, but in reality, we're the only ones that's teaching the Bible for what it is.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Like, so many people want to make a spinoff from the Bible. Allow a woman to teach.
Right.
So many people want to wear fringes on their t-shirts.
Good night. Cheerleaders.
So many people wanna say that you can only have one wife.
Good night.
He blowing his cover.
Yeah, you blowing. Hey, yo, you bringing a lot of stuff out there, man.
Keep your cover. Don't blow your cover.
But what I'm saying is, in the ISUPK,
he blowing his cover. Right?
Yeah, he definitely blowing his cover.
We teach the Bible for what it is.
Right.
You understand? And we deal with the results as such. So you might be able to gain your numbers off of lying, deceiving, but we here for the long run. We going to see who here in the end.
That's right.
We're going to remain standing because we teach the truth of the scriptures.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
So with that being said, come into the ISUPK and learn from the real prophets and priests of the Most High.
Like this ain't about 5 years from now. This ain't about next week. This ain't about Saturday. This ain't about Monday. This ain't about Thursday.
Right.
That's right.
It's about 20 years.
Right.
It's about 40 years.
Right.
50 years, 60 years, 2,000 years.
Mm-hmm.
You feel what I'm saying? We ain't just here for today. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, we don't teach
hey man, where your cup at? Let me get that Henny over there.
We don't just teach the Bible, and we're not concerned about what you got to go through right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, our teaching lasts in longevity. Right. Top of.
Right, because
tilapia.
And if I may, because you know what I'm saying, like when we were just talking about, okay, we were talking about this pastor, man, who is damn, man. Look at I guess all man, goddamn.
Look at him, bro. He pour like this orange juice.
You know, I don't pour right.
He like. All right, so
you got to count while you pour 5, 10, 20.
So like I was saying, you know what I'm saying? Like, remember when this cat, when we talking about a pastor who was a child molester, man, who was molesting boys.
Young men.
He was fondling 16-year-olds.
Good night.
Yes. Let me see. We got some people in here. Oh man, yo, TikTok is lit. We got 300 people on the live.
Hey,
we should have went on this first.
That's right.
We should have went on the other one. The hell with that one. This is the one we want.
No, but these are real winners right here.
But look, do you see this though? Hey, Quay Osborne, show the camera how many people in TikTok, man. All right, let's get it. What's going on TikTok?
Yo,
look, show the viewers.
he got like 50,000 viewers on TikTok.
Right, go a little closer. Go a little
That's
closer.
right. You see it?
Y'all see it?
Y'all better.
Hey, you know what? Before you roll, we got to hit up the one song real quick
with Dave Chappelle.
Dave Chappelle. We got to hit up Dave Chappelle one time.
All right, y'all, man. What's going on? Live, all the live followers, man. Look, y'all tuned in right now to Rude and Speech.
That's right.
Vidcast,
That's
the
right.
number one vidcast. Right now, we get it on. This is like my third time going live on Facebook. I mean, not Facebook. TikTok.
I'm tripping.
Damn, TikTok.
But you still worthy of that.
I'm kind of new to it. But if y'all are following me on TikTok, then you see the videos that I put out. And the videos that
Rude and Speech,
because it's gonna make you think about, the situation that we in right now, and it just really just provoke you to really just think about some stuff right now. What we're talking about right now is we're talking about the building that we in right now. There is a pastor that's upstairs that has a church, and we just found out that this pastor, we just found out. Hold on 1 second, right? I got you, sis. Hold on. So we just found out that this pastor upstairs we found out that he's on what's that called? The sex offender. Hold on.
Law list.
Hey, hold on 1 second.
Bluetooth fit?
No. Okay, I just wanted to make sure. Okay, all right. So we just found out that this pastor that's upstairs is on the sex offender list. You know what I'm saying? We didn't know. We have a school in the same building that he has, of course, but we didn't know that this time that he was up there and we've been in this building, we didn't know that he was on the sex offenders list. But when we found out that he was on the sex offender list, we Googled it and we actually found out what he was on the sex offender list for. And what it was that he was molesting some boys.
Some boys.
You know what I'm saying? Young kids or whatever who was staying at his crib.
Oh, nasty ass.
All right. So that's what we're talking about. Y'all want to chime in? Invite the host to a match. Yeah. All right. So we're going to get it on. Damn, man. We was getting it on for a minute there.
Yeah. You Zaria Love said she not surprised.
Yeah.
We not. Yeah, you damn right. We ain't surprised, man. You know what I mean? They've been doing all types of sicknesses and stuff to your children, to your boys. You know what I mean? And you thought you was leaving them in good care. You know what I mean? You thought you was leaving them amongst good people. Yeah, he did. We definitely did it. But you know what I mean? But guess what? Guess what he did? He said, "Guess what? They trust me. I'm gonna get them."
Get him at Bible study.
I'm gonna get him at Bible study. Bring your son here by himself. You don't have to worry about him. Like you seen Friday. You know what I mean? You seen Friday when Bernie Mac was playing the pastor and he was saying, Miss Parker. I'm gonna pray with you.
Lord,
you know what I mean? Good Lord, have mercy.
Lord, have mercy.
But what was his intentions?
He
to
was
smash.
trying to bomb.
He was trying to smash. You know what I mean?
And if I may, he said 20.
Yeah.
So he had all types of lust.
He wanted my cataracts.
Yeah.
He wanted weed and women.
Right.
And children.
That's what your pastor want. You know what I mean? You think it's a game? You think it's a joke? When pastors are portrayed in movies like this, that's real life. When you watch "Don't Be a Menace to South Central" by drinking the juice, that was the perfect look at what a pastor does. You know what I mean? He said, what he said? Man, get the plate around on that side.
Listen, but that's what all men want.
Right.
Women, children, and money.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? As far as, I don't know about the weed, but that's what all men want. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Now, it's not wrong to want women, money, and children. That's not wrong. You feel what I'm saying? But as far as in his case, it was all his lust. It was what he wanted that he saw in front of him. It wasn't about the law. It wasn't about anything righteous. It was about just being it was being inhumane. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Oh, we got somebody on the line.
Mm-hmm.
We got somebody on the line?
Well, what we're talking about is a pastor who was molesting kids.
Yes.
That we found out that was on the sex offender list that we didn't know because we were in the same building as this pastor, and we didn't know, and then nobody made it aware to us that he was on a sex offender. But we found out just so happened just by just like somebody who just happened to see his name and knew him from the past,
right?
And it made us aware of it. So when we actually went on the on the database, we found out what he was doing, and he was molesting kids.
Yeah, he is the what they say. He is of his father, the devil.
Yeah. So
right.
So yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? What do you think about pastors that molest kids?
You really gonna ask that?
Get the cap. Get the.
I know a youth pastor who did the same thing.
Huh?
I know a youth pastor that did the same thing.
Good night.
Yeah.
Most people do.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Ain't nothing new. And you know what? Here's it is. Just Starting Paint said he wanted the position of a pastor, so he put in a position. Salakia. It says same with these Catholic priests.
Right.
Ooh, wait.
That's what Just Starting Paint just said.
She got all.
Same with these.
We got like TikTok be crazy, bro. TikTok. Yeah, TikTok be great. Yeah. TikTok
She jumped off of it. She got out of there real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, we talking about you. Yes, we know about you.
So let me see.
Oh, Tashiem calling in. You want me?
Yeah.
Come on. Hey, Tashiem, you in the building? What's good, sir?
Man, it's past your bedtime.
It's way past your bedtime, sir. Can you hear?
Speaking.
Hold on, Salaki.
Just play it to the mic.
Come on. Hold on. Let me get the speaker on. Hold on. It should come through the roadcaster.
But yeah, we can't hear him though.
Can you hear me now?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Shalom, Most High in Christ.
Hey, Shalom, how about Shem Yashabak?
Yeah, about Shem Yashabak.
Hey, Salaki, can you test to make sure you can hear him? Hey, Zarab or Kwayashwan, can you test to make sure you can hear Tashiem? Y'all put a one and make sure y'all can hear Tashiem, man. This is brother in Delaware. We met. But go ahead, Salaki.
No, go ahead.
Go ahead, Tashiem.
Hey, you know something that's real heavy though? Mm-hmm. When we be coming in the building,
just put it on the what's the name on the
I put it on speaker.
Yeah, speaker, and then just put it up to the mic, just so we can all hear it.
You hear him? I'm about to say you should hear him click because it's coming through the broadcaster.
Yeah.
All right, go right ahead.
All right, you can hear me now.
Yeah, kind of.
You know what's real heavy about that? When we be coming in the building, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the people that go upstairs to his church. You see how they be looking at us? They be looking at us like we the child molesters.
Right.
Like we want to follow.
I can't hear. I don't hear what he's saying.
I hear him in here.
What he said?
He said they look at us like he said when. 1 second, sir. He said that when they come into the school, like when they come upstairs, he said the parishioners that go upstairs, they look at us like we the child molesters. You know what I'm saying? Like we see them when they get on the elevator. You know what I mean? We see when we outside and stuff. But they be looking at us like we doing something wrong.
Right.
But it's your pastor that's out there molesting kids. You know what I'm saying? Like what the heck is going on with you? Where's your mind at to whereas you look at us like we wrong when we trying to tell the truth and we ran your pastor out of the building. Your pastor came up in here and he got the truth and we said shame on you. Hey, somebody tell the story, sir.
Yeah, that's what happened. Yeah,
you know what I mean?
You know what I mean?
We ain't about that bull crap, but Salakia, sir. Go ahead.
Yeah, but nah. But you know, he's absolutely right. You know what I mean? Absolutely right. What he's talking, and that's why it was brought out just so that everybody would be able to know like what's really going on and like that we're not BSing nobody when we talk about the Christian church.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So what's going on TikTok, man? Where y'all at?
Oh, he's saying something else. What else you got to say, sir?
Yeah, you know something.
164 likes. All right, no sweat. I thank y'all for that, man. I appreciate y'all.
What Officer Zaraba Carr brought out was so heavy, and it's true.
Uh-huh.
You know, when people try to come up against the ISUPK, they always get exposed.
Yeah,
they always get exposed.
That's right.
And now he got exposed, and I'm gonna make it my business to make a copy of it, and I'm putting it on the elevator, and I'm gonna start looking at their asses like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all?
Well, yeah, I tell you what, hey, we definitely gonna heed the instructions of the brothers that's above us, and we're gonna find out exactly what we need to do. Soon as they say go, we definitely gonna be on go. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Tashiem said he ready to put something in the elevator. You know what I mean?
What's going on, my
But
brother?
soon as we get that go word, we definitely gonna be on go. You know what I mean? Because I'll be damned if we have somebody in our own daggone building that's a daggone pedophile, and he out there teaching. He out there teaching whatever he want to teach to our people. You know what I mean? And we down here, not you know. Come on, man.
Yeah,
He like an Eddie Long. He like Eddie Long.
Damn right. He like an Eddie Long. Damn right.
Yeah.
What, you got a gun over there?
like
That's why I'm about to go up and do some more laser.
You still
type
talking?
shit. No.
right,
Do you have anything else, Tashiyam?
I'm about to go ahead and finish.
Tell him to get the rest of that cow.
Yeah, he said get the rest of that cow.
Hey, I'm going there tomorrow.
He said he going there tomorrow. Hey, how about some Yasharakata?
Hey, yo, so yeah, we're gonna get up out of here, man. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get up out of here.
Yeah.
This is Rude and Speech vidcast. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
right.
And we are on TikTok right now. You know what I'm saying? TikTok, they probably gonna shut this down.
Yeah, they probably are, but
Quick.
you know what I mean? Listen, man.
Shut this down.
Nah, TikTok, we ain't say nothing crazy.
No, we ain't say nothing crazy today.
No,
We too wild.
You already know.
Rude and Speech.
With the most opposite desire one.
That's
man.
right.
The host with
That's
the
right.
folks, man. Listen, man.
Everybody damn ear off.
Yeah, that's it.
Listen, we got the baddest state on the planet.
That's right.
Outside sidewall, man.
Outside wall in the building.
Planet.
That's
you
right.
already know, man.
I ain't shit.
You know what I'm saying? Zaraba Car, the wing, man.
Zaraba
Listen,
Car.
on the wing, but y'all know
I
he like
tell
hit you
y'all.
with the 3, baby.
That's
and
right.
you already know, man.
Officer
What
Mac,
about?
Yashua in the building.
But don't sleep on him. Listen, but you already Nizzo, Officer Nizzo, baby.
That's
it's
right.
rude in speech, but never in knowledge.
That's right.
Yes, that's
Never
right.
in knowledge.
You already know, baby. Let's get it.
Rude and Speech.
Right?
Hey yo, we so glad y'all had a chance to stop. Look, we got 16 people in here and 14 likes. That's actually good. That's a good ratio. You know what I mean, most high price to y'all, man.
like this.
Yeah,
post.
get them 2 little last likes. Oh shoot, I think that was me.
I mean, why
but
not
anyway.
hit the like button?
I'm gonna go ahead and hit the like button.
Why not hit the like button?
Yeah,
y'all got women on here that are just looking at the goddamn camera,
Right.
ain't saying nothing.
Let me get
It's over there. It's over there.
Oh, good night. That shit gone.
That shit almost gone.
Yeah,
Yeah,
shit gone.
I take
yeah,
the
get that.
doors.
Yeah, get the. Yeah, I mean the doors still.
Listen,
I'm gonna stay on with y'all
This shit tastes
longer,
like coffee,
TikTok.
ice.
All right, so we
Yo.
go ahead and end the feed.
Yeah, so we gonna go ahead and end it, man. Hey, yo, we
Unless y'all got
appreciate
something
y'all.
else.
I know. Well, you know, we ain't really going to the Chappelle joint.
Oh,
No, let's go.
it's
It's already getting late. It's already.
That boy arm was different.
Salaya, where is Cap at?
He ain't coming down.
He ain't coming down today.
Good night.
And we might be doing another episode tomorrow, so y'all stay tuned. But hey, Rude and Speech is back. We was on hiatus, you know what I mean? Because we had the Passover. You know, we had a lot of stuff going on. Hey, my man's Robert Carr. Oh shoot, what happened? The camera went out.
Just go ahead and end it.
Salakia, listen.
Hey, my man's
Blood
Robert
of my
Carr.
brothers.
Isaiah Ward. We both went to the
Isaiah Ward.
daggone Hebrew
Officer
Academy. We out this month.
Isaiah Ward.
Shouts out to Thashiyam. Shouts out to Officer Hawar was in the joint. Sabar was up in this joint.
That's
I know
right.
we was there every Sunday. You know what I mean? We was getting it in.
Every
Shouts out to
Sunday.
Matazi Allah. I know he sleep.
For
But
the-
you know what? I'm going to shout him out too. But you know how he was in the car, man. Officer Yediah. Man, listen,
For the
man.
blood of my brothers.
I got mad love for my brothers, man, every day. But yo, I'm gonna
Brotherhood
holler at
is a
y'all.
weapon.
Hey, Salakia, sir, did you have anything else to say?
No.
Brotherhood is a weapon. Salakia, I got something to say.
Well, what you got to say?
Brotherhood is a weapon,
That's right.
right?
That's right.
For the blood of my brothers.
That's right.
Even my older
Hey,
brothers.
it's another car. It's a bar right there, right there.
Hey,
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 we lit,
for the
man.
blood of my
Look,
brothers. And my over brothers.
That's right.
The old-
Hey, yo, we gonna go ahead and end the feed.
Taiwan, who kept us pushing.
That's
And
right.
Officer Knott, who kept us pushing.
Damn right.
Officer Matazapah,
That's
who
right.
kept us pushing.
Damn right.
All these officers that kept us pushing throughout the whole battle when we wanted to quit.
That's right.
We give shout out to them.
That's right.
Most High Christ.
We ain't had no choice. We ain't had no choice, man. Straight up. And with that, hey, Shalom Israel.
Shalom Israel.
I'm gonna end y'all out here
For the
with,
blood of my
with
brothers.
Officer Nizzo, Nacho, whatever, you know what I mean? We already Nizzo. I'm gonna go ahead and end it out with Boots.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Oh, okay. Most I ain't you, y'all.
Shit, with my homies, them niggas is right there. Every day you pair of black boots, sometimes you switch at the night airs. Niggas everywhere like pro glass or just like air. Me against the hottest that you notice is sight there. How you the coolest motherfucker that's mad hot? Always stay in my groove on the move like a laptop. Teacher schooling the youngest, you get shot by a black cop, white cop, Sasquatch, foot on your neck. Anything you set your hand to do, just do it the best. I told you I'm the illest lyricist, I prove it to death. If you ain't standing up for niggas, then you muted, you deaf. I got some niggas in the grave that could be using your breath. True, and that's a fact, it's not the 2 Chainz quote. Break a record, fuck a track up like them Usain Bolt. Little rapping niggas, they garbage B. Pardon me, it's the art in me, but they talking funny like Cardi B. Not, but hella shit they ain't dropped yet. My homies worldwide like .org or .net. And we stay sharp, we smart, and that's cause we studious. We come with fire with mountain word to Vesuvius. With my homie, covering all bases. Preaching all black, they come from the hard places. Where my homie, they be deep in the hood like a mechanic trying to make sure these peoples is good. Where my homie, independent in the struggle, focused on the hustle and the cipher and the huddle. Where my homie, in every city. Where my homie, let's get it lit, shit. Know who you spitting with, knock on that official shit. Professional was spitting and ripping, king of the British shit. I'm right up at the neck of opponents and hit the gristle quick. I spit it like them rounds out the chopper, and that's the pistol grip. Rapping with succession, if I spit it, you should listen shit. I spit that strong-minded, well-rounded shit you didn't spit. Slick as motor oil, you flow will pour you all that chicken shit. All you over here, you water, but we ain't mixing with. UPK strong, UPK pop. Yo, I play the cut, listening and watching. My frame of mind ancient and your frame of mind rotten. I'm thinking like the niggas that hated picking the cotton. Every time I spit it, I'm trying to take out the top dog. When we in the cypher, it sound like we letting shots off. But I hit the range, cause my record clean and I'm not soft. I'm rapping what I do, eat the beat and drown it with hot sauce. So many years, niggas can't figure this nigga out of mind. They fucking antithesis. Rapping disappeared, I'm just trying to make it clear. Everybody trying to get on like me. My man visited my presence when I'm rapping made him fucking ban Christian. Your presence when you rapping like a fucking ventriloquist. We run the world like Ferdinand Magellan. I say with my homies we melting like St. Helen. Where my homie, covering all bases, preaching all black. They come from the hard places. Where my homie, they be deep in the hood like a mechanic trying to make sure these peoples is good. Where my homie, independent in the struggle, focused on the hustle and the cipher and the huddle. Where my homie, in every city. Where my homie, let's get it litty, nigga.